Denzo, Tokyo Autosalon 2019, GTRs.
Being GTR fans, we couldn't help but put together a feature on all of the GTRs at Tokyo Autosalon. 10-20 years ago, there were so many that you couldn't feature them all. But what the event lacked in numbers now, it made up for in quality. The Garage Active R32 and R33s were probably the most popular ones at the show, with the R33 taking out the Tuner Award. We have a separate feature on these two cars you can check out on our channel. First up, let's take a look at the R32s we found at the event. On the top secret stand was this R32 that looked like an old school top secret demo car with top secret kit and painted in their famous gold livery. Under the hood, the Built 26 sported a T88 turbo, and other than R35 airflow meters, looked like something built 15 years or so ago. At the other end of the spectrum was another top secret R32 demo car that took out the Top Tuner Award previously with its full R35 drivetrain swap. It's not just the VR38 from an R35, but the rear transaxle and subframe, brakes, electronics, mirrors, and even most of the interior. The car is now up for sale, which is a bit of a shame as Top Secret didn't do much with it after building it. The next R32 we saw was a little different to normal. The guys from Art Tech Hanatasuku had fitted a supercharger to this R32 alongside the HKS T04Z Turbo. The car seems to be built for response with 2.8-litre stroker, Nismo inlet manifold and small supercharger to fill the torque hole down low before the turbo kicks in. The only problem we saw though was that the turbo blew into the supercharger rather than parallel, meaning the air would be superheated and the supercharger would restrict how much the turbo could actually flow. The fuel system was also quite odd, being single inlet with dual outlet with two pressure regulators rather than the twin feed system. We have our doubts, but maybe they can prove us wrong when the car gets shown in action. We didn't see any more R32s until we stepped into the BH Auction Centre. The Kawasaki Group A R32 GTR was up for auction, and many were curious to see what it would sell for, as it is a piece of GTR racing history. The car was passed in, unfortunately. Next, an HKS 0R that was fully restored and upgraded by HKS only a few years ago. Only a handful are driving and running, and it is mega desirable in the GTR community, and the guys from V-Spec Performance in Melbourne managed to snap it up, meaning it's going to a good home, and we should see it in attendance at the GTR Festival August 3rd in Sydney. Next, on to the R33s at the show. After checking out the Garage Active R33, the next one we saw was on the Top Secret stand. Clean and tidy in white with a Top Secret body kit. We also saw a fairly stock one on the Y-Square stand showcasing their replacement headlight lenses. But the R33 drawing heaps of attention was on the HKS stand. The guys from HKS have totally restored their T002 project car from the 90s. The car was originally built for the 0 to 300 km/h tests for Option magazine and video, as well as other track duties, and had been slowly rotting away for decades in their backyard. But with HKS launching a new range of GTR parts, they restored it and fitted it with modern technology, but kept the old school livery and flavour. Call it a retro tech tuner's car if you will. Either way, it drew plenty of attention and it was just simply cool. On to the R34s. First up, another car for sale on the Top Secret stand. We can't tell you much about it as they wouldn't open it up, but it looked awesome in Bayside Blue and a Top Secret body kit. Next up, another Bayside Blue on the Two System Club RH9 stand. Greddy also have been releasing new parts for the RB26. So they had an R34 on their stand showcasing all of their new products from intercooler to their new inlet manifold and more. The last R34 we found was on the HKS Kansai service stand. When it came to R35s, it was a whole different story, with plenty of them on display, with everything from drag monsters to street cars to ones with wild body kits and everything in between.
I love R35s. Those that know me know that I used to work at Nissan and sell R35s. I love GTRs. I love them all. I love R35s. Anyway, this one here, 2019 Tokyo Autosalon, has caught our eye. This thing is proper mental. It's awesome. It's got all the good gear under the bonnet. Not even sure how much power it makes. Doesn't matter because even a slow one's fast. Didn't make sense, did it? It is. Anyway, body kit. Look, mainly what you see here are the Liberty Walk kits. This one hasn't got a Liberty Walk kit. It's very strange, but this one's awesome. This one gets a tick of approval. It looks killer and gets a arigato and hi. Proper drag car this. Looks pretty awesome, using all the proper gear. I've got a video, or they're playing it now. I reckon it runs 8s or something like that. Good to see something different here, not just the showy, but proper race cars, proper drag. Arigato and hey! 2019 Tokyo Autosalon. There's a lot more high-ace vans and Lamborghinis than GTRs, so if you want to look at GTRs, come to the GTR Festival. How's that for a plug? Hey!